Oh my God. Ooh, excuse me. I decided to go live right now just to let you guys know that we reached our goal of 2,000 subscribers at 12:05 today, August the 3rd, 2024. I went back and looked when I the channel started to grow, and it was when I published that video, 9 things you might not like about Panama, and that video took off. As of today, I think we've got 27 plus thousand views, and people keep watching it. So we went from like 35 subscribers, and then we jumped to maybe in a few days to about 113. And then it was like on day two, after I dropped the video, it was like I'm watching, it's like subscribers, the views were coming up, up, up. And I was like, oh my God. And whenever you do a video, you don't know how the video is going to do, and you hoping always that you're able to connect with your audience. Well, that video connected, and I'm still learning what people are looking for, what information they're looking for. So at 12:15, no, 12:05, we reach our goal. I'm just so happy. I'm a crier, and to be in this stage of my life, 66 years old, and to be able to create a channel and connect with people, give them information they want, and people to want to come back over and over and watch your content. So I am so thankful. And I don't usually do lives, I don't have any lives on, but I thought that was the best way to come up here and say thank you. Of course, I had set a goal to reach this goal on July 31st. It's like, let's just set this goal, because you have to set goals in your life. And and it didn't happen. I mean, I wasn't hurt. I wasn't, just a tad sad, but it was like it's gonna keep, happening. And eventually we're gonna reach it. I thought we would reach it tomorrow, and today's Saturday, and we reached it a little bit early. So I am forever grateful. You know, I've been a nurse for like 43 years. I've been an educator, so I don't have a problem speaking to an audience, and I know how to connect with people. The challenge is always, what information are people looking for? There are billions of people out there. You see these people with these YouTube channels of millions of subscribers. That number kind of scares me, and I'm like, how do you keep so many people happy and engaged? So this is not a goal, although 1 million would be nice. One of the subscribers said, I wish you're gonna get 1 million subscribers, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. But again, I created this channel because when I came back from South Africa, it was like, okay, once I made up my mind that I was going to be here for the long haul, it was like, how do I create a community, an environment where, as older single women, we can feel supported, we can continue to thrive, and we're not going to be rushing back to wherever we came from because, for example, let's say we become ill. And this is what I create in our community on the ground. It's like, sisters, we got you. If you need something, you call. And we want to create that level of community. We're not just about, going to lunch and going to the beach. And even when I was in the States, to me, retirement, and you guys know I don't like that word, but meaning, I see people, they're like, oh, I have to go to bingo, oh, we're going to play golf today, or tomorrow is pickleball, and that's all. This is not me. I'm more into, yes, there's to be a balance. Yes, we go out, like yesterday we went and celebrated our sister. Once in a while we will go on trips, we could go to the beach, but I need more. Moi, I keep saying, know thyself, I need more. I need projects. I need things that are going to be sustainable. I need things that are going to feed my soul as a human being. And I'm in the thick of it trying to create that for the sisterhood. But I realized that there was a need for a community to get the information. For some women who are on the fence, who are wherever they're at, if you watch a lot of the YouTubers, especially African American women, talking about how tired they are, the multitasking, all the stuff that we bought into, that they fed to us, how, if you decide to retire, is it going to be possible for you? Because I know there are a lot of people out there who are realizing that staying in the States on their Social Security is not a possibility. And what I want to create is for you to say, okay, after watching your videos, there is hope. I think I can do it. And that's why all of you who send me messages, I'm like, there's my email, call me. I don't mind jumping on a call, talking to you. When you get here on your scouting trip, let's go to coffee, take notes, and I will tell you. Because my goal is to tell you that the way I did it, you can do it too. And there are a bunch of other sisters here. But how do you, when you get here, how do you create this life that, you're not going to be bored, and you're not going to feel out of your depth, you're not going to feel disconnected, because that is a big reason for people to go back. And then, as a mental health person, I can tell you, depression sets in, isolation, and it would be a shame for you to go through all this exercise and then having to pack your bag and go back. Like a lot of sisters who went to Africa. In my last video, I talked about the process I went through to say, is this going to work for me? And I realized, that's not going to work for me. And it's okay. And it's okay if it doesn't work for you. But make sure you take the time to go through the process. So when, I can't remember when it was, I said, okay, I had taken Stephanie Perry's to, she did like a 5-day YouTube challenge. I did that, I don't remember when. It was before I went to Africa. And then I think in February, she had another one. Either it was how to get found on YouTube, and I think, no, I think this one was about collaboration. So I took that. And when I came back, after finishing that, I was like, okay, because she inserted in there that when she was growing her channel, she posted every day for like 26 videos. And I said, okay, I'm going to set myself a goal. I am going to I'm going to post one video once a day for 30 days. And ladies and gents, I did it. Every day I came and I did a video. Now, if you look at the quality of my videos, I'm just sitting there talking to you. The backgrounds and everything else, it just wasn't good. I was trying to do the, what do they call that? The thumbnail. I went to Canvas, and I have gifts, but technicalities and technical gift, that's not something I'm blessed with. So, but I did. 30 days, I created one video. So if you go back to my playlist, you're gonna see all the videos. So I created a list, and I had like 60 um, topics I wanted to talk about, and I created those videos. The other thing that I did, I made sure I stayed within the confines of what I wanted for my sisters, how I came to choose Panama, what I did doing my research, how to do your research, and how to transition, right? How to transition when you get here. And once you get here, what do you do? And this is what this is all about. So I know there are thousands of sisters out there who are looking to relocate. Panama is just one location. And remember, there is a self-assessment evaluation in the description in some of the videos that you need to take to see if it's a possibility for you, because people who are so attached to the motherland, who have intricate family relationships or huge responsibilities. I was listening to a couple of ladies this week doing a video about Black women, going, becoming expat, leaving, and doing all that. And even throughout the conversation, even though they were happy, they're comfortable with their decision, there was that element of guilt. Some of them have young adult children there, some of them have aging parents. Let me tell you, it's not easy. I'm just lucky that I don't have aging parents to worry about, and all my kids are independent in their lives. So that's important because you can't, at the end of the day, you're not going to be happy if you constantly have to worry about what you left at home, the guilt of leaving your responsibilities, because life is life. So the other thing I did after doing those 30 videos, I committed myself to creating one video once a week. And I think after looking at the analytics, I said, okay, I'm going to have one video, I'm going to post it on Fridays. And I've kept to that. There was one week that the video was late. The other thing that I did, I hired a VA, virtual assistant. Listen, I'm not getting any money from YouTube yet, but I'm making an investment in myself in hiring somebody who has the skill set that I don't have. She does all the keyword search. I had no idea how to do that. I tried to do it on Google and got myself all messed up. She knows how to do the thumbnail, so I just have to give her directions. And thank goodness. So when you look at the quality of the videos, it's not Maggie. I met a sister this week and she's like, she does all her editing. I remember trying to do editing before and it was like taking so long. And one thing about me, I'm very impatient. Patience is not a virtue that I have. So I think the dedication, the niching, when you watching the YouTube gurus, some of them will say, oh, don't niche, don't look for the niche, just do video about this and this and that. Well, let me tell you, this sister here, I don't have a lot of gifts in multiple areas. I cannot do videos about beauty and makeup. I don't know anything about that. I know nursing, I know cooking, and I know about connecting with people. So that's what I decided to focus on. So I did niche out. I decided that I was going to carve a little community within the larger communities. There is Black expats in Panama here. There is Black women expats in Panama. There is 60 plus Black women expat. One thing I did not want to do, I did not want my community to be monolithic. I did not want to focus on age, even though I say single women, I do get a lot of men who send me messages, and it's perfectly fine. I just don't want to worry about all the mixing and the dating and all that. Sisters want to do their thing, that's up to them. Okay. So I think that's the some of the things that has supported that have supported our success is finding the niche, being consistent, and finding topics that are relevant and attractive to the audience. I've also did a poll where I ask you, what topics would you like? Would you rather me continuing to talk about how to leave, black sit or however you want to call it? And I think a lot of the videos talk about that. Do you want me to talk about life here on the ground? And I think the majority of you want to see life here. As you are contemplating moving to Panama, you'd like to see more about Panama. So I heard you, and I'm going to do some videos about that. I also asked about, would you like to see more geography, like in the interior? And some of you were interested. So for now, I am going to focus on showing you what life here in Panama is like. I have some ideas about, I'm not going to say it here because, other people are watching and they're going to steal your ideas. Um, so I do have plans. I'm going to continue to post, to upload once a week. So I think I'm trying to figure out what the best time is. I have uploaded at 12 midnight, I've uploaded at 8 a.m., and I've uploaded at 12 noon on Fridays. So I still have to look at the analytics because YouTube tells you when your subscribers, your viewers are online. And YouTube also tells you what other channels they're looking at. So my job is to go watch those channels, watch those videos, and see what they're offering and what are some of the comments. When you comment and you tell a YouTube creator what you want, our job is to listen to you and give you what you want. And that's what I encourage you all to just tell me. If you say, how about this? I had a sister ask me about worship. You know, she's worried about if there is, if they have churches here in Panama. I don't attend church, but I don't mind going and investigating. So that's going to be one. One other question that I asked in the poll is what about medical care? There is a video coming up about medical care for older expats because that is something that is so relevant. And I know a lot of people who do videos here have talked about the medical care. I had a what do you call these people, an insurance agent that I was working with. I invited him to come and talk to us, but that hasn't panned out yet. But he is giving me a lot of information about different plans and what's available, because again, that is part of your due diligence to know when you're older. Again, remember my thing, this body is going down. I was telling someone, I was telling the ladies last night that there's a woman who is like 72 or 73. I mean, she's in excellent shape. She's working with a trainer. She can push up so many, probably carry so many, pounds. I'm not into all that. I believe in staying healthy, regular, gentle exercise. I'm big on nutrition, as you know, hydration, sleep, stress management, all those things are going to support you in a healthy aging. But don't go crazy. You're going to hurt yourself. I keep telling people that. These joints have been working for decades. The wear and tear is real, ladies. So don't think you 20. You are not 20, you're not 30 or even 40. I've had people hurt themselves doing yoga because they wanted to be as flexible as the 20-year-old or the instructor. That's insane. Don't do that to yourself. So this woman said she went to the gym and everybody was like, oh my God, she looks great. Ooh, ooh, ah. And she said, I went on the treadmill and I hit number 7. Have you been on a treadmill? I do like up to 3 miles per hour. That's how fast I can go. I am not going to, get my heart going. People have died of heart attacks on the treadmill, guys. Do not do that. You got to protect your heart, protect your joints, okay? Try to be healthy, but within moderation. So she was going at that 7. I can't even imagine. I've seen people running on 5, but 7, and she started going, and then the knee said, "Oh, hell to the no!" Click. There goes her knee. So she went down. Had to go to the hospital, surgery, rehab. Be smart. Walk, walk, walk. is the best thing you can do for yourself. Okay. So again, I'm listening to you. I'm going to do videos on medical care, affordability. Um, I do have a video that I did about getting settled, getting your internet. I'm going to do another one. I have a couple of other ideas about things that you really want to know how to access, right? And it's funny as people come into this area, start talking to you, and then they have their own little enclaves of people that they stick to. And it's okay. As long as you're getting the information, that is fine. You don't have to talk to me. Because a lot of you have asked me, do you do relocation tours? I do not, but I know people who do. So I don't mind saying, okay, check this lady out, check this guy out, because we're all here. We're doing different things, right? But anyway, 1 million subscribers would be nice. The one thing I don't want is for this to become a full-time job. Okay, listen. I don't like the word retirement, but at the same time, I'm trying to do like a travel companion business. I want to be able to take some older people onto a plane or on a cruise if they have a little bit of mobility issue. So if you ever want to check that out, my website is uh, oh, travelingwithmaggie.com. And this is where, if you have an older parent, let's say, who wants to move from point A to point B, and you're busy and they're in a wheelchair or they have a little bit of a dementia, this is, you call me, we get the travel arrangement, and I get on the plane with them so they can have the support. Okay. That's another thing that I want to do to keep myself engaged while I'm using my skills and giving back, right? So I don't want YouTube to become a full-time job. A lot of the creators who have millions of subscribers, and of course, there's always a pressure to do more or to outdo this other person. I'm not interested in that. I want to stay in my lane. And that's what this lady said after she fell off the treadmill. She's like, I learned to stay in my just realizing you're not 25, you're an older woman. I don't care what shape you're in, how healthy you think you are. I keep saying it, this body is going down. You can slow down the progression, but you can't stop aging. And this gerontologist says it best. She said, you need to learn how to age well. And that's what we're all about. So, on Single Women Retiring Abroad, you're going to see videos about cooking because I'm mostly plant based. And I lost 42 pounds. Let's see, what year was it? It was after COVID. After COVID, I started to putting the weight on, when you go to menopause, when the estrogen just stops flowing, and then now your metabolism comes to a dead standstill, and you need to eat a lot less and exercise a lot more to maintain your weight. So I went to see my provider, a nurse practitioner, and I did some labs. My cholesterol was close to 300. My LDL was 170, or was it 190 something. My HDL, which is the good cholesterol, is always high because I've always been active and exercise. So that was good. My triglycerides were low. So what we call my ratio of LDL to cholesterol was fine, but I did not like those numbers. Okay, we all kind of believe that everything is bad if it's high. Well, now they say cholesterol is not bad, it's good for you. Okay, that's another conversation, right? But I had put on that weight and I was uncomfortable. I did not want to feel like that. And I know better that obesity, then you're going to have the metabolic syndrome, which is a precursor for diabetes and all kinds of things. And I'm like, okay, so she said to me, she was a young nurse practitioner. She said, what are we going to do? I said, what we're going to do is, I know I can't go vegan because I don't believe in that whole vegan philosophy of animal and all that. I don't. But I said, I need to get rid of the weight because when I went to see, there was a little questionable thing on my echocardiogram, no, my EKG. And she's like, have you ever had a heart attack? And I'm like, not that I know of. And then she's like, well, your EKG looks like you had. And then for the B score, I had to go do an echocardiogram. The echocardiogram was fine. But then this little PA comes to me and she's like, well, the recommendation is because of your LDL, low density lipoprotein, you need to be on this medication. What do they call those medications again? On the statin. I said, I do not want to be on a statin. And of course, you don't come to me telling me what you want to prescribe. I decide what I take because I know, right? And that's why I tell people, if you're going to see a doctor, take someone with you with some kind of knowledge so they don't just throw things at you and then you swallow it all. Do not do that, especially in the US. So I said, no. I said, I know that if I lose the weight, everything would be fine. So I told her, I said, I'm going to go on a plant based diet, even though I know it's going to be hard, but with exercise and the plant based, I believe I can do it. Ladies and gents, In 90 days, I had lost 42 pounds. I started walking every day. I hadn't been to the gym since COVID. I just all that touching. I'm like, no, I don't want that. But having watching the weight come down by eating a plant-based diet, I am very sensitive to carbs, so I can't do a lot of rice and bread, which I had reduced that drastically anyway. But recently I learned that my excuse me, metabolic issue is related to gluten. When I struggle with my belly, it's called the gluten belly, and there's a different shape for it. The belly you get after you have children, it's a postnatal belly. So there are different kind of bellies. But anyway, I knew that I was a little bit more sensitive to gluten. So I'm a believer in eating whole food plant based. So I started whole food plant based in I remember October 2022. I came to Panama in January of 2023, and I had lost 42 pounds. So you could say what you want, but it worked for me. So I went back and I checked my labs. My cholesterol had dropped to about 30 points. It didn't drop that much. My pre diabetic number went from 6.2 to 5.6. That was important to me because diabetes is one of the worst diseases. And if some of you have it, I apologize. I don't mean to sound to be negative, but it is something that is can cause havoc in your body. But you know what? You can reverse it with a whole food plant-based diet. Whole food means that you don't eat processed food. If it's prepackaged, unless it's rice and beans, you do not have it. You not eat it. You go to the it doesn't have to be organic, but you need to make sure you're eating lots of greens. Be easy on the fruits because some fruits are a bit high sugar content, things like watermelon, grapes, berries are excellent. So now, in terms of fruit, I don't regularly eat like oranges because they're highly glycemic, but I have like pears and apples. I like to put those in my salad. And those are really the only two. Bananas, I love, but they're very highly glycemic. So, again, when you're young, you can eat anything you want. But when you get to be a certain age, you got to be careful. And I cheat once in a while, but I just can't make it a lifestyle. You understand? So you can go to the restaurant, you say, okay, I'm just going to enjoy myself. You can. Just don't go back, every day and do it. So just don't shackle yourself. Give yourself freedom to live a little. Life is meant to be lived. All right. So again, I don't want this to become a full-time job. I'm going to constantly listen to you in the comments. If you have a particular topic you want me to address, I don't have to do a big video and send it to the VA to pretty it up. I can just come on here like I'm doing now and do a regular video and talk about it. Continue to send me your messages, your questions, maggilazar@gmail.com. I'm creating a mailing list of the people who have emailed me, and then I'm going to be sending out like cute little articles, really short, because my attention span is not that big. Sometimes I'll see a message come on Facebook, and it's like this long. After the first paragraph, I'm off. I just don't have the time to read something that long. Um, so I don't want it to become a job, and I don't want to have to hire people. I don't want to have staff, which means then I'm no longer creating content, I'm managing people. Oof. If you've ever owned a business, you know the struggle is not about the business itself. It's not about the product. It's about the people. The headache is the people. My goodness. I own a restaurant, and I remember every morning I had to open at 6:30. I would be driving with the phone. I put the phone face down, because if it starts vibrating and I'm like, oh no, that means they're gonna call off. And I remember being in the restaurant one time by myself. I was cooking, I was checking people out, I was cleaning, and this poor customer came and was, clearing the table with me. Woo! Mm-mm. I don't want to get back to a business where I have to manage people again. This is not what I want. I just want to give you what you want, just chatting with you. And I hope it's okay, because that's all you're going to get from me. You're not going to see me trying to, outdo this person, that person. No, I don't need to be in competition with other people. I am open to collaboration, but at the same time, it is not the goal. The goal is not to be the biggest, the baddest. No. So again, oh my gosh, been talking for 30 minutes. Yeah, I do have the gifts of gab. But it was just to come up here and say thank you so much for trusting me, for liking my content, for coming back over and over and commenting, encouraging me. People would say, "Oh, we love hearing you. I enjoy watching." And I'm like, that means you've watched me more than once. And that does my heart good. So thank you guys. We reached 2,000. So I'm just not going to be watching that thing that, it's like live count. I've been watching it like a hawk. So I'm going to relax and maybe check it maybe once a day, once every 2 days. So I'll try. Wouldn't it be great if we jump to 3,000? But I'm not setting any more goals now. No more pressure. No more pressure on myself. So this is it. That's what I wanted to say to you guys, to let you know we reached our goal of 2,000 subscribers. Did I tell you that that video on 9 things you might not like about Panama, we uploaded on June 28th? 10 days later, we reach 1,000 subscribers. That's bananas. I know some people have done it in 3 days, but anyway, for an old lady, that's not bad. And then, so it's been 5 weeks and we've reached 2,000 subscribers. I don't know. I think in YouTube land, that's really nice, really nice. And of course, I'm on an island. I could not do it by myself. So this is why I wanted to come on and say thank you and let you know that we reached our goal. I will be uploading shorts about the community, like this lady wants me to take us around as I do things. But I'm not gonna do a day in my life. So boring. But tell me what you want me to talk about, and I will listen and do it. Again, thank you so much. I love you. God bless you. I will talk to you soon. Look for the next video on Friday. I think the next video, I'm gonna tell you how I got robbed here in Panama. I know. It happened to me. I'll give you the tea. I'm going to tell you how it happened. But you know what? I still love Panama. I still love Panama. Anyway, look for the video and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.